back to the stream. So, as you guys probably know, I finished God of War on the stream yesterday and had a load of fun with that. And I'll be streaming Warhammer Total War 3 on Thursday this week. So I needed something to fill in, and I thought, let's go and revisit our Kingdom of Scotland campaign in Crusader Kings, because it's not quite finished. We did become King of Scotland. Sorry, I thought I heard some interference in my headphones then. Oh, it's fine. We have to take the islands, the Northern Islands up here, or the North Isles, I should say. And I think we need to get, this is Northumbria, but we need Teviotdale and Dunbar, which is Berwick, really. Well, there's Berwick, but I think of it, this area as Berwick. Oh, and Lothian as well. We don't actually have that. So we have a bit of work to do. I see we're also in a couple of wars up there. Let's see what the situation with the kingdom is. We have King Templar of Scotland, the mighty King Templar, and Queen Anne. That actually, we sound like we actually have a sensible wife this time round. Indeed we do, apart from the fact that she's a drunkard. And who is the heir? I believe it's this chap, is it not? Kingdom of Scotland. Prince Markgfl of Scotland. This does leave me a few worrisome issues. We have Prince Danny, princess. We have 3 princesses and a prince. I can disinherit him now, or I can quickly imprison him. I have a hook. I gain 40 stress. I will probably die of stress if I do that. I could probably disinherit him. Let's have a look. Hostile. Disinherit. Which will cost me 350 of this. Do it. Do it. And hopefully we have no more children. Oh, hang on. Is she holding a stomach like... Oh, God, she's pregnant. Oh, no. This is going to get expensive. Hey, Tiger Faust. Welcome back, and thanks for the hydrate already. She's 40. She can't go on producing sprogs much longer. I think I need to take a vow of celibacy. Anyway, let's move on. We are apparently in a couple of wars. I have an army. It's joined in down here. I think it's just following the other army around. And I better be careful. I don't want to get caught in things. Ended your scheme to sway Earl Tigerfaust. Does he? He loves me now, I think. Let's see who's at court. Let's see vassals. Anyone really dislike me? No, the vassals seem quite keen on me, apart from Earl Jotunmike. That dastardly Earl Jotunmike. We'll have to be having words with him, I think. Now, how's Tigerfaust today? Countess and Letter. She doesn't like me very much. Let's start a sway on her. We have... Oh, Anne, you've been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. We now have a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? We need a name. We need a name. Who's in my list of viewers at the moment? I think my viewing list is currently broken. It's not really showing me who's in there. Interesting. Very interesting. Mr. D was thinking of getting this game, but wow, it looks like so much to learn and details to keep up with. There's a lot to keep up with. There really is. It's well worth it, though. As, if you've not played one of these games before, it does take some getting into, but think of it less like a military conquest game. I don't think anyone wants to be called after a daughter in my game, so I'll just we'll just go with Anne's or Ains, however that's pronounced. And she can grow up to be strong and wise and a murderess. I think we'll go with a murderess. She might be useful. Yeah, think of it less as a military conquest game, although there are times when you will do that, and more. Oh, let me just hit pause before I mess this up. More of a game of building up a family and relationships with other rulers, and of backstabbing and intrigue and trying to just expand your realm through rather less than direct military conquest, because that's actually really hard, and more through building alliances and planting your family members, usually children, into positions of power in other families, and then trying to wrangle it so that they get the throne. Things like that. That's the way to think of it. And it's really good fun when you do that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's like most Paradox games. There's a lot to learn, but this is better than Crusader Kings 2, I feel. I feel this is a bit easier to get into. So we've just got Princess Anne's, Annie, Anus. I don't think that's how it's pronounced. Let's see. What should we do? We shall pick a focus for her. She can become. Oh, she's already good at stewardship. We'll make her intrigue. We like intrigue. Intrigue is a lot of fun. We should also educate the child, I think. What era is this War of Roses? It is pre-War of Roses. It is set currently 1203. So the main game starts in 1066. There's a DLC out already, which I think brings that back. It's I can't remember what it's called. It basically lets you play as it lets you start earlier. You can play as any nation, any character in the game, from the lowliest I was going to say duke then, but lower than that, the lowliest earl up to a kingdom ruler or an empire ruler. Anywhere on... It's insane, the possibilities for starting, it really is. But generally, and this playthrough started in 1066, but with a DLC, the Northern Lords, is it? Or was that the first? I can't remember. Anyway, whatever it is, it allows you to go back to about 750, 800, something like that, and play... ideally as raiding tribes of Norse and Danes and things like that with some new mechanics in. I think you maybe can start later as well if you wanted to. Okay, I'm going to educate her with... Do we have anyone intelligent? We don't... Oh, someone who's quick. Okay, Queen Anne. Because the quick trait... I've been reading up on the education mechanics in this, and if you educate your child with someone who's quick or a genius, that's going to give them better stats. So that's kind of what we probably want to be looking for. Did Junior get married? He did. He's married. Why did I marry her? Why did I get him to marry her? What possible reason was there for that? Maybe it's because she's an adequate bargainer. Maybe. I think that's the only reason I can see. Anyway, yes, we should be looking for useful traits in marriages or alliances in marriages. That's what we should be looking for. Anyway, I am allied to the King of England at the moment, and we're involved in a fight down here. Oh, hang on. I can pick a new lifestyle perk. So on this character, this is the first one I've done on this playthrough, where I've actually picked diplomacy as one of the lifestyle perks and trees to go down. And it has been incredibly powerful in the way we've been able to forge relationships and convince people to follow us and rule the country. And I didn't realise that it was this good, but it really is this good. There's loads more options as well. I'm tempted to change it because, I mean, he's pretty good at this now. There's nothing to stop us changing it to something else. How old is this chap? I mean, all these are very good, but I think I'll continue with this for now. We'll go with it for now. Cool to play as Richard III or his older brother Edward? Yeah, they will be in the game. Or they could be in the game at the right time, depending on what happens to their ancestors. And that, of course, depends on when you start the game off. Right, what's going on? My army seems to have been left behind over here. I don't really want to wander around lonely as a cloud by myself. Oh, let's go and grab this one down here, because this is a capital of one of the warring factions, and they will often have valuable prisoners. Do we have any prisoners, by the way? We have 3. Can we ransom these people off? We want to ransom them for cash. There's a Margaret there. Thought she might be worth something. First Army of Kilmartin. But yeah, so all the characters start off, or as many as are known, start off in historical locations at the game starting point. Like you've got William the Bastard of Normandy, Harold, whatever his name was, of England, and the various Scottish, Welsh, and other French characters and things. But of course, whether they're still around and whether their descendants appear in the positions they would be depends entirely on the events that play out in the game. Who gets bumped off, who gets beaten in war, who dies of disease or other mysterious circumstances. of which we know nothing about, honest. Sylvester Hortville-Warada has a claim on the Duchy of Aquitaine. Good for him. I have no interest in pursuing that claim. Plenty of notable guests arriving. Looks like this play is a lot different to Hearts of Iron 4. It is. Yeah. You don't have... Oh, someone laying siege to me. That's up in my lands, but... Oh, there's a rebel army that's jumped up. Well, we better come up and sort that out then. I'll just lay siege to that place down south. Very different to Hearts of Iron 4. You don't have front lines for a start. The combat is quite different. And this is certainly... there is economy building. You do have to build and develop the economy up. But it is more about the plotting and the scheming and the trying to forge alliances and trying to just get yourself in a position of power. But really, it's about building renown and prestige and a family dynasty and spreading your dynasty around the world and getting them into powerful positions. At the same time, you don't want to put like family members into powerful positions in other countries when they still have a claim on your throne and come back with a much bigger army and take it. I have done that before. Is a historic focus like Hearts of Iron 4? Not as such, no. It will, from day one, things could go in any direction depending on what happens. But you will see typical sort of things kick off. There's all sorts of civil wars break off for rulership of a country. Sometimes you'll see a country expand in a really odd way and then contract again afterwards as civil war breaks out and it all breaks up. There's loads of cool things. It really does feel like you're playing in a medieval realm with all the usual stuff that goes on. So anyway, some of my councillors believe the job is theirs by right of blood or influence alone. How wrong they are. I expect results, yet I'm often disappointed. After a long day, I'm complaining to Anne when she interrupts me. Let me do something about it, husband. A few lessons might sharpen their wits. So you get these sort of questions come up. My wife, the Queen, is offering to tell my councillors how to do their job. And you've got to mouse over these because sometimes there's really negative side effects to this. In this case, that's only positive. It's all in green. But if I go and tell the spy master... Oh, the bishop's positive as well. So there's options there. So the bishop will study learning for 15 years. And he gains opinion of me. And the steward will study stewardship. Stewardship's good. I'm going to go with that. Stewardship increases the sort of tax revenues from the realm. And increases the amount of direct land you can hold. That's another thing about this game. You see the titles in blue here. These are the direct fiefdoms, for want of a better word, that I hold. So, like the earldom of Lennox, for example, is my own title. But my realm is much bigger. But of course, I can't manage all that, and I have to hand it off to various vassals. So we have earls, dukes, lords, things like that, doing the job. Right, we've got to get all the way up here really fast. A naval invasion, I don't think that's a good idea. No, we'll sail up, but we're not going to navally invade because to come crashing ashore against an army is costly. Of course, the other side of that is, will I get there in time? We shall have to see. Once we're sailing, we should be fine. So yeah, it definitely feels quite historic, this game. It doesn't follow the exact historic line, but it definitely feels quite historic to play. Here we go, we're going to trash this. No, we're not going to trash this army. What's going on here then? There's some sort of war going on. I don't understand. It's within my realm, but I can't do anything about it. The besieger is the peasant revolt, and the defender is the Duchy of Lothian. That's odd. But that's maybe fine. Okay. That's not what I expected to happen. You do get little wars kicking off. If they don't directly affect your titles, there can be conflicts between your vassals in realms, and this is a strange sort of going on. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that, but I don't feel like there's much we can do about it, so we'll march off and leave them to it. I'm out of gold. Okay, that's not good. Let me see if I can disband some of this army. It's too expensive. I'll just wait till they've arrived. Here will do. Oh, hang on. Can we besiege this place? Is that ours? I think we own that one. Yeah, we do. But let's split some off. Hey, Uniform, you love Hearts of Iron playthrough. I hope you'll start back playing it. I will probably get back to it. I'd like to do a Russia or a USSR campaign with the no step back rules. I hear there's an Italy DLC coming, and at the moment I'm actually working on a bit of a secret project for something that I can't say anything about because I'm under NDA at the moment. It is Hearts of Iron 4 related. It's nothing I can play or show on stream, sadly, but it is pretty cool. So I am definitely doing something with it. Hey, Alexon, nice to see you. Trying the new DLC for CK3. I don't have that deal. Oh, I might have that DLC, but it's not released yet, is it? I bought the Royal Edition, which includes, I think, the first year or two's DLC, or the first so many DLC. I'll have to have a look. But I know people have early access to it, but I don't think I have it. Right, let's get rid of 2,000 levies, I think. I don't need all these men. Let's get rid of 3,000 levies. Let's select that. We've got 3,000 men. And let's disband the army. Cancel. Let's march them straight into my territory. And then disband them. Right, so let's get back to besieging the barony of Bolton in the north of England. Released in 2 hours, really? Oh, it launches today. Right, okay. So, technically then I could probably look at that later, but I don't think we will today. Oh, right, okay, so I've marched back into my own territory and it's now going to take 3 months to return home. That is my home, isn't it? This is mine. Well, let's just disband them. I've got to make some money, otherwise I'm in trouble. Ah, so it's coming out later today. I've not really looked at that yet. I've just been so busy with other projects. You've been watching my Hearts of Iron for List USA in the UK right now? Nice, I hope you're enjoying it. The Germany one's a good one too. It's quite amusing really, because I, through no planning, fall into the same traps that the real Germany did in some places, and have the same problems, and have to come up with similar sort of ideas to get out of them. But that was actually quite a fun one, although I don't like playing the bad guys. And the French playthrough as well is also quite good. Okay, my wife understands me. That's good news. This war going on over here, I think it's just a peasants' revolt. But they're revolting not against my leadership, but just their local lord's leadership, I think. What's this one? This is the French War for Duke Paul II's claim on the Duchy of Holland. And this is the Liberty War, which is going on forever. And there's a huge army coming up north to kick my arse here. I can't stand for that. I've got to retreat. I've sent half my army home, sadly. Duke Alba might join the French war. Go for it. Okay, they're running off again, which is good news. I don't really care what happens down here, to be quite honest. This is not my fight. But I just turned up to sort of show my support after the King of England did help me in my battles. There's all sorts of stuff. I can't keep track on who's doing what and where. Are there any valuable looking cities? That one I think we're at war with. Can I march down there? I'll try it. Oh, there's one here. Right in the borders. Risky stuff. Okay, catch you later, Uniform. Been watching my Japan one, really enjoying it. China taking a while to take. Yeah, when I played through that, China was a slow business. It might be even slower now. Just because of the new supply rules that are in the game these days. It definitely slows things down. Anywhere there's bad terrain and bad infrastructure. But primarily terrain, because the infrastructure now doesn't supply like it used to. So yes, it's a tough situation, certainly in China. Luckily this game, it does have some supply rules, but nowhere near as evolved as Hearts of Iron 4. It's more a case of, you know, if you're pushing your army into enemy territory, if you can't trace a line of controlled territories back to yours, then you're out of supply, and you're in trouble. and you start losing troops. But it's nothing too severe, and it's quite realistic. I guess it depends on the territory you're in as well. Right, so we kind of won that war, although I didn't get involved in it. By the way, winning wars is as much dependent on having allies that are bigger than your enemy as it is on just marching around and fighting in the field. Had anyone started Crusade in Jerusalem in Crusader Kings 3? Do you need to send the army? It's quite a long journey from Britain. There's been a couple of crusades. There was a crusade to free Galicia, I think. And there was something over here that I did get involved in. Sent an army from Scotland. So yeah, it's not too bad to sail there, actually. It's fairly quick, surprisingly. What have we got? We've got a dangerous faction. Have we? Have we indeed? Who is this dangerous faction? Earl Tigerfaust. Really? Okay. Earl Jotun Mike. That's my son. What are they asking? They want lower crown authority. Well, we're going to have to do something about this, aren't we? What shall we do? This guy is reasonably powerful. Why does he hate me? Why does he hate me so? He's what? He's scarred. Who can we imprison? We have a hook on you. Revoke your title. Murder. Imprison. He is my heir, so I don't really want to lower that. What did I have higher crown authority for? I think it was so I could change the succession rules. He's got a wooden leg. This is the chap I need to do something about. Who is this? The Earl of Fife. I need to get this up. He wants a seat on the council. Tigerfaust wants a seat. Tigerfaust isn't very good, though. Now, this guy is, but I can't do anything with the learning skill. I can't make him a bishop. Tricky. Whatever happened with playing Medieval Dynasty? Well, I kind of felt like I'd finished it. Apart from the fact that I figured I had a 100-hour grind to unlock the tavern, which there was no way I was going to do. Having played nearly 100 hours of the game, I wasn't going to sit there making straw baskets and clay pots to unlock the tavern, which would have finished off the village nicely. But it's a really good game, and I might go back and visit that again at some point. I had a lot of fun with it. I need to get these people out of this. Can I not just demand that they... How much... I've got no cash. Tricky. Negotiate an alliance. Ooh, can I not do... No, because I guess he doesn't like me. And we should... That won't be available on there. Oh, it is. It is. Use a hook. Will accept. If I use the hook... What was the hook for? I got some secrets on him. So he enters a mutual alliance. Okay, let's... Marvellous news. Okay. He hasn't left the faction. Oh, he has now. Okay, brilliant. Right. Let's also see if we can do... We won't be able to do it with him. We could do it with him. It won't make much of a difference, though. But they do like me more as a result. I just want to keep that down. I need to keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, we may need to apply a little bit of pressure to Mr. Tigerfaust here. Should we try swaying? Yeah, let's start that. Let's try and improve our relationship with him. So the war that we are stuck in at the moment, there's not much we can do about it. And I've got to... Come on, finish this siege. Finish it before this army turns up. It's nearly there. Pause. Let's get the hell out of there. Oh, I feel like I'm going to die here. No. No, don't do that. I'm going to get caught, aren't I? Oh, somebody else just got caught. Right. I'm leaving. I've discovered that Earl Brycon's inherited contract... Yes, yes, give me the cash. I need the cash. Alright, catch you later, Mr. D. So, we've got an army of doom coming after me. I need to run away somewhere. Not quite sure who I'm at war with anymore here. This one's a mess. But let's... should we go... No, I might actually get into a fight with them lot. That's not a good idea. Let's go over there. They've turned around. I'll go and try and besiege this place. It really is just an opportunity to try and pick up some captives, because the war's not going anywhere. And I'm not going to... I have no reason to try and push it myself. There's no bonus in this one for me. It was just helping an ally out. So we shall build up some cash. We shall build an army. What are we doing up there? Increasing control. Loyalty or fear? As their king, my vassals owe me their allegiance. My word is law. But how much is obedience without devotion worth? In times of crisis, a slow response or half-hearted effort can lead to disaster. Can I afford such a risk? I will win their unwavering loyalty, which is what? Oh, I lose taxes, but they all gain... Yes, I'll do that. For the simple reason that it should improve these numbers. Duke Donald of Lothian. Are we in any sort of... We're in no deal with that scumbag. He's just poking his nose in where it's not wanted. Right. Bring up... Where is he? Duke Donald of Lothian. He's got to be here somewhere. Pause a sec. Can I declare war? I could revoke his title. Oh, I see. So he wants this, doesn't he? Kind of likes me at the moment. If I go to this chap, he's allied to this person, who is not very strong. Good. So go back here. Go to... Why can't I declare war? Your armies are raised. Okay. Well, once this war finishes, we shall have to see about that. Thicker than water. Personal scheme, success chance against family members. That's quite good. Yeah, let's have that. Because I think we're going to have to scheme a bit against family members. Can you imagine George Martin as a fan of Crusader Kings? All these family murder schemes and wars. I quite like in Game of Thrones, yeah. And they're basically just like English medieval history, I think. It was all a load of dirty backstabbing and double dealing and double crossing. Especially the Wars of the Roses. It was just... I don't know. People think of it as the high era of honesty and chivalry and stuff like that. And no, not amongst the ruling classes it wasn't. Maybe on the battlefield it was. But not in the backstabbing and double dealing. Which is my favourite part of this game, I've got to say. So I'm just waiting for this war to finish, really. Far from home, a stranger is brought before me. He's been waiting outside the castle gates for a week, my liege, my guard informs me. The man bows deeply. My name is Père Ramon, your highness. I have travelled far and wide and seen many things, but my family and I are weary of the road. If you allow us to stay, I will happily share my knowledge of the world with you and be your loyal servant. Is this the guy? He is gallant. Okay, nice. He's an aggressive attacker. And he's a brilliant strategist. Cynical, honest, and... He seems like a really nice guy. Fearless atheist. Okay. Embrace God and this will be your home. He converts to... Okay, he converts. That's good. That's good. Okay, yes. You've gained a favour hook. Nice. Not sure what we'll use that for, but I'm sure it'll be useful somewhere. No, we have a son. We have a son. We didn't want a son. Sons are problematic in this situation. I'll I'll have to disinherit the little turd. Finlay McBen. Name after a family member. After my father. Templar, after myself. Templar, okay. There's a lot of Templars in this line. Yeah, let's go with that. And let's instantly go and disinherit him. In case I die horribly tomorrow. We shall... They're not going to like this. But we're going to disinherit him. Yeah, I know. It's grim. This guy he's quick though. And he's a giant. A quick giant. Oh, maybe we should have kept him on and made him the heir. Never mind. What's done is done. Oh, I should probably have betrothed him to someone else first, shouldn't I? Ah, well. It's done. Let's make him a marshal. Martial education. And I have just the person to educate you now. Where's this Ramon who just arrived? Him, my knight. This guy is pretty good.